Hi everyone, it's good to be here again. This video is about emotions, what they are, and what the ways in which you can use them so that they will be most useful to you in your life. I was going to talk about accidents and injuries and the causes of those in this video, but I realized I first had to talk about emotions and what they mean and how they function within your energetic body. In the last video, I talked about how your emotional state affects your physical body. When you are emotionally connected with Source, with your larger energy, with your inner being, that energy can fuel your body and you feel at your top physical and mental form. And vice versa, when you're not connected to Source, and not hooked in, then that very much starts to affect you physically and mentally. So the best quote there is to describe emotions, it really comes from Abraham Hicks. And what they have said is emotions are an indicator of your alignment with Source. I will explain what that means. Emotions are an indicator of your alignment with Source. So Source is the larger energy from which you have come and which you are a part of right now. And that fuels your energetic self, and it is your energetic self, and that self fuels your physical body and your mental body, your brain as well, all physical parts of you. It is who you are at the core. It's where you came from, and it's where you're going back to after you die, otherwise known as leaving your physical body, and becoming purely energy again and going on with the rest of your existence that way, at least for a little while, until you decide that you want to be in another physical body. So that is what Source is. It is what you are and where you're from. Source, that energetic entity, has a larger viewpoint, a broader perspective, a bigger understanding of how energy functions, how the world functions, how the universe functions. And it has a natural alignment with what we would describe as joy, the feelings of what we would describe as joy, peace, love, understanding, and also knowledge. So that's just the state that you live in when you are focused within that energetic realm or perception or space. That is the state of that space. And that is who you truly are, is you truly have those connections available to you all the time. When you come into a physical body, a lot of things happen, but one is that the physical body has its own needs and patterns, and picks up patterns very easily from the physical world. Things that you want and things that you like to do and things that gave you joy at one time. And the physical body kind of encodes those into the physical body and into the physical brain. It's a lot like a computer in that way, and it will pick up patterns a lot like the way your web browser does, and then offers you the same thing, like the same advertisements, or Netflix offers you the same viewing material after you've viewed something over and over. So your body and your brain does that. It runs in patterns. And as we all know, some of those patterns are beneficial to us and some of them are not, and we can start running in both of them. So in that way, we can develop beliefs and ideas and habits that are not beneficial for us within the physical body, that otherwise we would not get so stuck in an energetic form. And our energetic form, the core of who we are, is not stuck in that place, even though we may feel as if we are stuck in that place when we are in the physical body. But what is important to know is that your energy is in charge of all your patterns and all your habits, and you have full control of changing any of them anytime that you want. However, it takes a little bit of time because you are living and functioning within your physical body, which has set up its own programming. So if you want to change that, it will take a little bit of effort and it will take time. You cannot do that instantly. You can, however, instantly move to the perspective of your energetic self, which will give you that understanding and show you what you need to do next in order to get to where you want to be. So that greater perspective is always available to you whenever you choose to shift your focus to that kind of state. Or you can live in a focus that is very physical and more specific. And sometimes that runs in ways we don't want it to, as in patterns of anxiety or depression or anger or whatever. But those are very specific states, very much controlled or continued is a better word, continued by the physical body and because of the way it reruns information. So back to emotions. Emotions, again, are an indicator of your alignment with Source. So alignment with Source simply means, are you viewing whatever the situation is or whatever you're thinking of at that time from the perspective of Source, or are you viewing it from a different perspective which is not as energetically accurate? And if you are not viewing it from the perspective of Source, you are going to have negative emotions that feel bad. If you're viewing it from the perspective of Source, you're going to have emotions that feel good because you are letting that energy in, and that energy is infusing your physical body and mind with that energy. So you're just going to feel good. When you do not, you're just going to feel bad because your body is saying there's something wrong. I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting energetically. Energetically, you're supposed to be infusing me with that life force and with that creative power, and it's not happening. I feel bad. So you can and should use your emotions to help you determine where to focus and what to focus on. If you're feeling bad and if you're thinking, if you're thinking something specific that's making you feel bad, then you will need to change what you're thinking or what you're doing in order to get into a better energetic state. One way to describe that very quickly, a metaphor to explain that would be to do with pain in the physical body. If you imagine your leg as a metaphor of alignment, And imagine you start bending your knee backwards the wrong way, in a way that it doesn't go in your physical body. You will start feeling pain. And when you put it back into place, as long as you haven't injured anything, it will start feeling better. That pain is there to tell you what you're doing right now and what you're choosing to put your effort into is not a good idea. It's not going to lead to somewhere you want. And when you put it back, it's going to feel better physically. That's exactly what emotions are. They're saying, don't go where you're going mentally right now, because this is not a good idea for you right now. It does not mean don't ever go there. It means change your energy first before you do what you were thinking about doing. And if you change your energy often, you can go ahead and do that thing, but it feels a lot better because you put your energy in the place that it was supposed to be in first before you moved forward. I know all of this is a little bit vague and difficult to talk about. I am having a Zoom conference this Saturday, April the 4th, for anybody that wants to ask questions. This one will be free, and it's Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So anybody is welcome if they wish to be there. And I will post the link for the Zoom meeting room below. And I'll be doing that every Saturday for a certain amount of time. Okay, thank you everyone for being here, and hope to see you all again later.